Welcome, gamers, to this week's episode of Last Call Gaming. We're on episode number 88. My name is Craig Prowse, and joining me, as always, is Andrew Montemare. Andrew, how are we?
Feeling hot and heavy today.
Hot and heavy?
Warm. Oh, yeah.
So is it the shirt? I put the air on cool for you.
Yeah, it probably is the shirt.
Oh,
you know, it's
really good in it.
Keeps me nice and warm and then nice and cool. These Riffs are free to do whatever I need to.
Well, I know you just got your tattoo. How's your arm feeling?
It's all right.
Yeah?
It's actually wasn't really too bad on this one.
Well, how long was it? I meant to ask you. Sorry I couldn't be there.
I think like an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe.
Nice. That a boy. That a boy.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
More to come. More to come. So, guys, before we move any further, do us a favor. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. It doesn't take that long. It really helps the channel grow because we're growing. We are past the 2K mark.
Thank you.
We're almost at the 2.5. Hopefully 3 is on the horizon. Also, guys, you can follow us on all the social medias that you see popping up here if you want to. And if you guys are listening to the audio-only version of this podcast, whether that be on Spotify or iTunes, if you can, leave us a nice review with some kind words because it really helps a lot.
And as always, leave likes, leave comments, because it does help our algorithm, helps us spread. And, I mean, the bigger we get, the more we can do for you guys. And we try to give back as much as we can.
Yeah, we're trying to give things to you. So, before we move into the big stories, we like to catch up with each other, see what we're up to, see what we're doing. So, in a little segment we call, What Are You Up To? So, Andrew, do you want to tell them what you're up to, or would you like me to tell them what I'm up to?
I'll go first. So I've been talking about it for a while, but I finally finished Yakuza 3. Ran through Outriders with Craig, which is actually really fun too. And then we actually spent a day and ran through Gears Judgment, like all in one session. So that was actually a good little one too. And then started Gears Ultimate together. I think we're just going to try to knock out like all the Gears whenever we have some free time. But I think I decided today that I'm going to start Final Fantasy 12. Ooh. I know Resident Evil 8 comes out next week, and I didn't want to pick up a big game before then. So I think I'm just going to stick to a beginning area so I don't forget what's going on. Just try to power level myself so that way I'm ready. And after I beat Resident Evil 8, which I will be streaming, then and then I can come back to Final Fantasy 12 and just kind of pick it up. And I wouldn't have lost anything. I didn't progress the story. I'm just OP, and I can just kind of cruise through whatever.
You think you'd be able to smash it in 7 days?
12?
Yeah.
No, I'm just going to stay in the beginning area and just try to get as strong as I can.
Once you're done, then be ready to finish the battle? I got you. So, anything else? You watching anything?
I have not watched nothing. I haven't done anything.
Just been chilling. So,
watched Mortal Kombat like 4 times already.
Have you done it 4?
Yeah. Ooh. I actually really like it a lot. So.
I like that. So,
yourself?
What I've been doing is I watched that Can't Kill David Arquette Hulu documentary that we were
that one I've been going on about?
Yeah, that was quite enjoyable, but it got me in the mood. I don't know if I said it last week or not. I don't think so. That Stone Cold documentary, because I know we were talking about it.
Oh, yeah.
But it's free on A&E, and they do a bunch of like behind-the-scene bio documentaries on wrestlers, but I know that new series because it premieres on April 2021, so this year, and I think they're doing like Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Mick Foley, Booker T, and I think Chris Jericho, but Austin is on there, so I watched the Stone Cold one. Now, we watch a lot of those kind of videos, so it didn't really show too much that we didn't already know, but there are some things in there that you don't know, and it's a really cool watch. It really kind of shows what he's dealing with like post-career, and it gets into like more things with like him and The Rock towards the end, so it's a really good little documentary. Yeah, it's on A&E, but the only thing is there's probably maybe 10 commercials within it filled with ads, so if you want to watch it for free, you can do it that way. If not, find it, however you're going to find it. But playing, like Andrew said, we beat Outriders together, but I'm still running through the endgame stuff with Gino and Dante. But I finally got my legendary armor for my character that does all my special move to where as soon as I manipulate time, my guns automatically refill their ammo.
Yeah, you're telling me about that.
So yeah, that's pretty dope. Like Andrew said, we were looking at the Xbox and we're like, because after playing Outriders, like I do want to start playing more games with people. Not a bunch of games, but a good 2 to 3 to 4 player game. And I'm looking at it going like, we've beaten Gears 5. I've beaten Gears 1 back in like high school, and I beat Gears Tactics. But like, let's just knock out this series together. So, like Andrew said, we smashed Judgment in one sitting. That was pretty cool. We're not playing it on Insane or anything like that.
Yeah, just cruising.
Yeah, we got our feet wet with Gears 1. I think there's 5 acts, so we knocked out the first act. So at this point, we just have 2, 3, and 4, and then we're actually done with that series. And we're in a group. Oh, you can hear that guy mobbing. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there's somebody's ripping down the street.
Deadpool on his motorbike.
Yeah, so it's Resident Evil 8's on its way. I've been putting Resident Evil 2 and 3 on the back burner forever, and one of our buddies in this group says he just beat Resident Evil 2, so I was like, all right, I guess it's time to actually get it done.
Good,
so
I've been telling you.
I just started Resident Evil 2, and then by default, which means my next game, single player, will probably be Resident Evil 3, just so I can have both of those done.
You think you beat them before next Friday?
Before next Friday? Definitely one of them. That's for sure. I'll definitely have 2 done, and then maybe start 3 or something like that. Because 3, you have to beat it with 2 characters as well, right, Jill?
No, 3, it's just 1.
Oh, it's just 1?
Yeah.
Okay. Because this one, I know you got to do Leon, then you got to do Claire and stuff.
No, you probably just start on hard 2. That, and it's all like one playthrough, so it's not, especially if you're going like achievement-wise, it's not like you got to look everywhere and play different scenarios for A and B to get all the documents and stuff. You can just follow a nice little guide and just cruise through.
I like it. So that is what I've been up to, guys. Leave it down in the comments below what you've been up to, what you've been playing, what you got planned, and let us know. We're more than happy to, have a conversation about it and tell you how cool you are, because people like hearing that kind of stuff.
And if you're hyped for Resident Evil 8 and or playing anything like that, do let me know. I'm waiting for Casey to do like a little write-up because I'm interested to see like what he thought about it.
Oh, so there you go. So guys, let's move into our first main story, and that is that there was a big free online update to Super Mario Party on the Nintendo Switch. Now, what the game actually came with, because before, what it was just like mini games and stuff like that you could play online. Nothing really worth even doing, and it wasn't really that fun. So everything that actually got the update that was affected by it was the actual Mario Party, which is the iconic board game. It got the Partner Party, which is a 2v2 team edition of Mario Party, and the mini game. So there's a lot of people online that are kind of going, like, who cares? This game came out October 5th, 2018. This game's almost 3 years old, so people are going like, who cares? Is this too little, too late? Does it really matter that Mario Party is getting it? And I think if you're a Switch owner, I think this is big news. A couple of things that kind of stand out to me and why it's big is that it's really showing that Nintendo cares about its old catalog of games. If they're taking something from 3 years ago and giving it this update for free, they're listening to what the players have been wanting and what they've been asking for. Because it's more of upgrades that they're doing with like the online chat and actually getting it functioning. And the other thing is that I think with this being shown is that Nintendo is starting to take the online competition with its competitors a little more seriously, because for a long time their online capabilities have been either non-existent or a joke. I mean, the simple fact that you have to use Nintendo Online through like a second piece of hardware, whether it be your phone, your tablet, your computer, and use that to voice chat is a joke. So yeah, I think it's a really cool thing that they're taking something as big as Mario Party, going back, patching it up with the free update. Because it's confusing that a game like Mario Kart has online play, a global online play, that Animal Crossing comes with online, that the new Mario Golf is going to come with an online feature. So I'm super excited that they went back and did it, and I actually played some games. But Andrew, you're hearing this. I mean, are you as excited for Nintendo moving forward with this? Because it really shows that, in my mind, that they're starting to care about their online infrastructure. And if they're going to start with games like this, then moving forward, I assume they're going to have a lot of that in mind.
It makes me want to be excited for it, because the fact that this thing is a marquee title, there's nothing else out there like Mario Party. That game is built for hanging out with your friends, doing whatever, doing all these crazy whatever. And the fact that they kind of treated it so badly for so long is, it's hard to be kind of excited about this until I see whatever the next thing's going to be. Because, yeah, this is kind of a little bit of an older title, and I'm happy for it, but I want to see what the future is going to be. Because if the future is going to be, we're going to put out this game with kind of the bare minimum so you can kind of do whatever, and then maybe 3 years down the road we'll add more stuff to it, then, fuck right off. Like, I'm not going to be excited for that. So I'm kind of up in the air about it. I want to be excited about it, but, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice.
Yeah, I look at it as that means, theoretically, moving forward, that every Mario Party now moving forward should have online, that they're not going to leave anything behind. And if they're looking at doing, a beefed up Switch coming, or, the bigger Switch 2 that's, going to come eventually, to me, it just kind of shows that, if they're going to be putting the time and dedication into older games and building things online, then moving forward, I do see that they're going to start taking this a little more seriously. Because for a long time, the Switch was just or usually most Nintendos would just like, they rely on all their first party because, they do have some of the best in the business with their Marios and Donkey Kongs. But lately it's been moving into a lot of third party support. They've been getting big games like, The Witcher and BioShock and things like that. So the Switch is a standalone console these days. It doesn't really need to be a buddy system with anything else, right? It's not a +2 anymore. And if they're going to keep moving forward, then the only hiccup that they have that they need to get perfect, or at least move forward, is that online. They have to do something that's not, I have to have my phone to jump on there. So if they are going to start putting resources into an older game, then I have to assume that they're going to start putting it moving forward with any future hardware.
I would just, I would like to see it moving forward for more than just Mario Kart and fucking Smash Brothers. There's more, or what's that other game with the squids? I forget what it's called now.
The squids?
Yeah, the Splatoon.
Oh, Splatoon.
Splatoon.
I was thinking of like Mr. Captain Toad or whatever. I'm like, I don't remember any squids.
Splatoon's got like online multiplayer, so it's just all these other games have multiplayer, and then you have your premier marquee, like, let's have fun, let's have this, get this group together that's built on that, and you're just gonna tell them to go fuck themselves. Yeah. And maybe one day we'll give it to you. Here's peach cheese for dinner.
Because you gotta look at some of the stuff that, Mario's and Nintendo Switch is still selling a lot of good games. Like the top 10 games for March of 2021, you've got Super Mario 3D World at 4th. You've got Mario Kart 8 at 6. You've got Animal Crossing at 8. You've got Super Mario 3D All-Stars at 9. I wonder if putting this game now with online, is it worth buying now? Because for a while, I have the game, and I literally almost sold it because we weren't playing it. It wasn't, you only play with the same people so many times. So the fact that it now has a component of online, I'm curious if we're going to see that sales.
I'll definitely probably get it now.
Because I know you were talking about getting it, because there's a reason you buy a Switch. It's for Mario titles, and Mario Party arguably is in the top 3 Mario games that people get when they purchase something like that. So maybe it was a ruse. They finally stopped all the sales they've gotten, and they're like, oh yeah, how we can make people rebuy this game for $60? Because after 3 years it's still staying at $60. Let's add online and make it actually worth playing again.
I just wonder if their R&D department is like dyslexic, and the dude finally fucking woke up and was like, oh shit, it's 2021, not 2012. We need to get some good like online function going.
Oh fuck. So I actually did get a chance to play it the other night. I did a 4-person team. We did it with Michaela and Raimundo and Casey Court. So shout out to you guys. We were playing that. It ran a little janky at first, and I'm wondering if it's based on the host internet or just maybe someone in the party. In the very beginning, it was really kind of hard. Some of the games were shaky a little bit. You couldn't really react quite as exact as you wanted to. But after about 5-10 minutes, it ran smooth. And then this morning, I played a game with my buddy Brian Castro. Shout out to him. And we didn't have any issues, man. It ran super smooth, and it was just the way you wanted to play. We actually, we didn't use Nintendo Online for their thing. We just used Discord, jumped in a chat, talked. The only thing this thing needs to do, and I think it may because of now that they're patching it, although it might be a bundle pack that you have to pay for, it needs map packs, because there's only 4 maps on this thing, and I could see that getting boring quickly, especially if you've already had Mario Party since 2018,
right,
and you've played all those maps. Like, if they need to release at least 4 more or something along those lines, and I think at that point you've got a top tier game on the Switch that if you didn't buy it back in the day because it didn't have online, you can buy it now, and it's going to be pretty much a perfect Mario Party game.
Yeah, I think I'll give it a go, but I kind of want to wait and sit on it a little bit and just kind of see, like, make sure everything's working good, and that maybe it's not just good this week, and then next week it's the infrastructure's just bullshit.
Yeah, so I wonder if it was on sale when they had the Mario Day. That would have been a time to snag it if it was like on sale for $30. But that's really all I've got to say. Is there anything else you want to point out on this, or no?
No, hopefully they have a better future, though. I'm excited for like whatever the next thing's going to be, trying to be anyways.
Yeah, I'm super excited that they're doing it, and again, it was a head scratcher why it never had it, but the fact that now it does, it's a game now. I'm super glad I did not sell. So if you guys are interested in playing online, leave in the comments down below. I will add you as a friend, and I'll beat that ass. So let's move into the next story. And that is that there are rumors, and of course it's always been speculated, that Starfield will be exclusive to the Xbox. So as you guys may remember, a while back, Microsoft purchased ZeniMax and Bethesda and all that encompasses, and the questions were raised. What happens? There's already games that have deals and are coming out that are owned by Microsoft but are going to be on PlayStation, such as like Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo And moving forward, the plan is that every first-party game that Microsoft owns is going to be on Game Pass day one, right? So now we're seeing games that they own on PlayStation and games like Wolfenstein and Dishonored, all that stuff coming to Game Pass. So what happens moving forward with games like Elder Scrolls and Fallout, big titles that have always been cross-platform? That was all in speculation. Starfield is going to be an original IP that is being developed, and it's been, asked, is that going to be cross-platform? Or is Microsoft going to hold on to it? So this comes from an article on WCCF Tech written by Nathan Birch, and he got some latest rumors. Again, take this all with a grain of salt. This isn't confirmed. This is an Xbox insider by the name of Randall Thor 19. He's a co-host of the Xbox 2 podcast, and he had this to say. I've been told by very reliable people that Starfield was 100% an Xbox exclusive. I've even made bets about it, and I don't bet unless I know I'm willing to bet. So I'm really, really confident that Starfield is only releasing on Xbox when it does, and I've been told as well that Microsoft is trying their hardest to get the game out for this holiday. They really want Starfield out this holiday. The game's basically finished. It's in bug squashing mode right now, very much like Halo Infinite, and it would be a big boon for Game Pass and Xbox if both Halo and Starfield could launch this fall. Andrew, if the rumor is true, which, I'm kind of leaning towards that, even if it's not, it should. What do you think? How do you interpret it? How's this rubbing you?
I think that'd absolutely be huge, and it's crazy to think that there's so much hype for a game that we don't know anything about. We don't know what kind of game it is. We haven't seen any gameplay. The only reason this game has so much hype is just because it's taken the place of Elder Scrolls, essentially in the development cycle. It would always go Fallout, Elder Scrolls, with whatever kind of in between. So this is taking that spot. So this is that next big thing that they've been working on. So I mean, I'm hyped for it, depending on what it is. But then again, I don't even know what I'm hyped about.
But how do you feel that it's going to be exclusively on Xbox? Do you think that rubs fans the wrong way? Do you think they should still be playing nice in terms of cross-platform? Or is Microsoft, buying it for what it did, earn a game that is specifically on their platform?
I think it makes sense, especially because it's a brand new IP. So it's not like they're gating anyone else off from playing it. It's never on PlayStation or anything else like that. If they did it with the next Elder Scrolls or with the next Fallout, I could understand why, because it's a business and they bought something. But yeah, that is kind of, I don't want to say shitty again, because it is a business move. You don't just buy all this stuff just to put it on your competitor, even though you can make money. But because this game has no sort of history or anything with anything else besides only being from Bethesda, which Microsoft now owns, I don't think anyone has any right to be upset about it if it was.
Yeah, I agree with you too. I think Starfield should and needs to be on Xbox alone. They need a big stand.
Well, I'm sure it'll be on PC.
That's the other thing I was going to say. It's going to be on PC because, that's where their Game Pass is. And if it's coming out there day one, that'd be cool. But yeah, they're going to have a banging Christmas if by the end of November Halo comes out and then Starfield comes out. I mean, that's guaranteed, playtime between both of those, and the fact they're coming straight to Game Pass. I'm curious though, do you think moving forward, games like Elder Scrolls and Fallout are going to remain cross-platform, or do you think they're going to start focusing on their fans first and Sony fans second?
I don't know, especially because they've been saying how much, because they've been putting out reports that they're still just getting more Game Pass members all the time. They're still making money hand over fist, that they've shown that they don't need to have it on other consoles. I know there are people out there who say that the Game Pass doesn't make money, but I don't know. If I was them personally, especially if I'm still making money hand over fist, I would just put it exclusively on my console. So that way, you're either going to get a PC or you're going to get an Xbox. And either way, you're winning on both sides.
Yeah, if by the end of this year, if both those games come out, man, the Game Pass is just going to be a behemoth.
It already is now. Yeah, and that would be even crazier.
Yeah, I think Starfield would be... I mean, obviously, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be pissed. A lot of PlayStation fans are going to... like you said, though, if the game's even good, we have a 1.5-minute cutscene of literally just a spaceship kind of flying. So we have no reason to believe it wouldn't be. I mean, Fallout and Elder Scrolls Fallout 4 and Skyrim are some of the best games they've ever made. So it stands the reason that Starfield moving forward in a sci-fi way, kind of maybe almost like an Outer Worlds would be, is going to be really, really good. And the fact that it is on Microsoft, I mean, literally just puts a big flag and go, dude, we are here to be number one this generation.
Yeah, like here's what we're going to do now, because this game is now in our portfolio. It's not like everything else that you guys have. Because when it comes to being on PlayStation, they don't have anything that's like that. And not that their games are the same. You know, there's a big difference between Horizon Zero Dawn and God of War, but they're both that third-person, camera-angled sort of action, doing whatever game that are, I don't want to say like similar, but you know what I mean?
Right.
That it's not like, oh, well, one's some crazy fucking FPS, like there's a big difference between Killzone and Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, and like you're saying, Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War, they need something to stand out from them. They need, PlayStation's got the God of War, Horizon, Ghost of Tsushima. They need something that recognizes them.
Uncharted, another third person, over the shoulder, fucking that same kind of camera angle, not exactly the same gameplay, but it's not different enough. There's a big difference between Halo and this game that's coming out that's going to be, you would imagine, like Elder Scrolls or Fallout or something like that. A huge difference.
Yeah, it's going to have something that plays different. Yeah, they need something, when you look at it, you're going to start going Xbox, just like Last of Us and all these things that Sony has. So,
another third-person weird over the camera.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all their camera angles.
Yeah, so if they can land this and nail it down, and it is exclusive to them, I think that'd be a huge move. And if it launches the same time, because again, we've been seeing a lot of things say they may or may not come out this year and get pushed back. So I want to get my hopes up that it came out this year. I'm more interested in the fact that it's coming exclusively to Xbox. If it came out, March of 2022, I'd still be fine with it.
I think it'd come out and run like shit, and people would be fine with this running like shit, because everyone just, that's just classic Bethesda games.
Yeah. So, anything else you want to point out on that?
Not really. Either way, I think that when this thing does come out, though, it's going to be like huge, no matter what.
Yeah, it's going to be huge. So, guys, if you have any thoughts or comments or interests on Starfield coming exclusively to Microsoft, leave it down in the comments below and let us know. So, with all that down and out of the way, let's move into riffs. So, Andrew, would you like to riff it up first? You want to riff a little second?
No, I'll go ahead and go first. Mine's just something basic, and that is, again, today is Thursday the 29th. Tomorrow will be Friday the 30th. A new Pokemon Snap comes out. The reviews are out for it today. And I was kind of a little worried, too, because I was like, normally when games are, like, really good or that good or, whatever, they usually come out a few days before, not the day before the game comes out. It's not always the case.
Like the embargo release.
Yeah, but all the reviews for this game that I've seen are all 8s and up. So, I mean, there's even a couple 10s out there. So, either way, it's looking good. And I watched, like, a video review of it earlier that kind of didn't spoil everything. But there's a lot more to it than I thought there was that I don't think I'll pick it up right away, because I still have so much else going on with Resident Evil coming out next week too that I wouldn't even have time to play it. But I am hyped for when I do get a chance to play this game.
Have they said how long it is at all? Like, they're not. Have they said that it's like, because it's obviously an on rails kind of game? Because I like how they're saying like there's the day-night cycle and all the new things to throw out and discover. But even the old Pokemon game, you could beat that thing in a couple hours. I'm hoping this game. It can't really be much longer than 2 days worth of gameplay, you think?
I don't know. I mean, because who knows how many Pokemon are in there?
Right,
and that's the thing.
And all the maps.
If you're trying to 100% it, because I have heard there's more maps. There's a variety of directions to go in those maps too to unlock different things and go wherever. Plus, there is the day and night cycle too, which almost, depending on the Pokemon, can bring out a whole different. You'll be in a whole different area.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get a lot of time into it and then replayability out of this. And I mean, I still replayed the one on 64, so this thing looks really, really good. And by the way, Returnal comes out tomorrow, and that's got like a 9.5 from IGN. So it's a good time on the Switch. It's a good time on the PS5 if you're looking for something new to play.
Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here on Xbox doing nothing.
So my riff, guys, is that there is as of today, like Andrew said, 4/29, it was updated, so I don't think it's sold yet, but there's a gold-plated Nintendo Wii up for sale on eBay by a smooth cat named Donnie Fillerup. I like that name. So the quick background for this story is that it was made by THQ as a marketing stunt for Queen Elizabeth II. They were going to send it to her, a gold-plated Wii. The staff actually rejected it, and so they got it back. And over time, that certain department of THQ, when they went bankrupt, had to sell off all their stuff. And this guy picked up a lot of their things, including this. and he's a guy out of the Netherlands, and experts have valued this thing at $1 million. Hey, dun dun dun. But he's a generous guy though. He was, in the article that you can read that's in the I'll put it in the description if I remember. He's like, I don't want that much, I just want to get a good amount, and I want to be comfy. He wants to buy his own house and stuff like that. So the guy's a sweetheart. He's not trying to milk everybody for what, top dollar, but I mean, if I owned it, I would.
But
I wouldn't sell it for a penny less than 1.1.
Even if it was valued at $1 million, I don't know. I would not take 300,000.
Yeah, because I think that the highest offer was 300,000 so far.
I'll take 300,000 less than $1 million at 750, 700. Sure, meet me there.
So I mean, I guess there's a little wear and tear on the controller, but other than that, the things in I don't say mint condition, but very nice condition. What do you do with it? I mean, would you even play it, or is that just something that sits on in the?
I wasn't even sitting on it that long.
I don't know, because that was back in 2009 is when they made that. So, that's been a minute, man.
Yeah, that'd probably be in my fucking vault at the bank in a fucking lockbox or something. God. I definitely would not keep that in my home.
Well, it's a good buy though, because when he bought it, it was obviously way cheaper than 300,000. So his profit, whatever he sells it for, is going to be huge,
skyrocketing.
Yeah. So that is the end of the Riffs, guys. So. With that down and out of the way, let's move into questions of the week. If you guys want to submit a question, feel free to leave it in the comments down below. It can be about anything. You want to talk about politics, you want to talk about video games, movies, comic books, beers, whatever you want. So this question comes from Princess J, and they write, if you had your choice of only keeping one gaming system to play, which one would it be? Also, if you could only keep one game to play, which game would you choose? I was looking at this question earlier. Let's keep it by the base value. Let's not say Xbox because I have the Game Pass. Let's pick one system and one game. What are you playing? Or do you want me to say?
I'll let you go
Okay,
first.
so my rough idea, and this goes against everything I usually say when I play. I don't normally play MMOs because I generally they don't end. You keep playing them. There's a grind you got to consistently do. I like to beat games and move on and play the next game. But if I've only got one gaming system, which I guess I would choose a PC, or there's other MMO games you could play on console, I'd probably pick that and I don't know, DC Universe Online. I know WoW is really popular, but WoW never really grabbed me. Maybe a Neverwinter or an Elder Scrolls Online. Maybe something like that. If I've only got one thing to play forever, might as well get something that can constantly evolve and upgrade. That's kind of the way I looked at it. What are you doing? Because there's other people out there, old school fans, that are like, oh, Tetris, oh, Mario 3. I don't know. I still want to gain something, I guess, out of it.
If I could only keep one console, I'd probably keep my Super Nintendo because that's where I have the best set of memories from. But as far as one game would be, it'd probably have to be Call of Duty, especially if I'm playing it consistently. My only other follow-up would maybe, if we're trying to be fair and just being a game, would be Dark Souls.
What if you had to keep only one game on the system that you pick? Maybe a Mario All-Stars? So you get at least 5 games out of it?
Yeah, I was say probably Mario All-Stars.
Kirby has a good one too, the Dream Collection. That's a good bunch of games.
I never played them.
Oh, what about the Mega Mans?
I can tell you it wouldn't be Donkey Kong 3.
It would be? Nice. I knew you loved it. That's an interesting question. I know we've had something similar like that in the past, but it's been so long. It's always nice to kind of refresh the brain.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, thank you for the question. Leave your answer down below. So, guys, that is the end of questions. So let's move into the giveaway. Andrew and I are giving away a lovely Nintendo Switch Lite. Now,
are we?
Well, I might as well just keep it at this point. So here is a quick video to show you guys how to enter and how you can win. Check it out. Hey guys, this is Craig with LastCall Productions, here to let you know that we're giving away a Nintendo Switch Lite. How do you enter? How do you win? It's really quite simple. Check out our YouTube channel, LastCall Productions, and find our show, LastCall Gaming, which is our weekly video game news podcast that we air every Friday. Look for episodes 83 to 90, and on each of those episodes, leave in the comment section #SwitchLite. That will be your entry to the contest. We are going to pull one name from each of those episodes, and on episode 91, we will announce the winner. This contest is open to anybody that feels free to enter it. So I have to clarify, you need to like each of those videos and you also need to subscribe. If you guys have any questions about the contest, feel free to leave it in the comment section down below this video, or you can email us at lastcallproductions@gmail.com. And with all that being said, guys, good luck. All right, guys, that is the contest. Make sure you enter for your chance to win it. But Andrew, that brings us to a close on this fine episode. Again, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys participate in the contest. We're always giving stuff away.
Either way, feel free to leave anything, because, I mean, we love interacting with everyone. And again, thank you to anyone who even gives us time of day. It means the world to us.
It does mean the world, guys. So, until the next episode, guys, my name is Craig Prowse, and that is Manager Montemare. Cheers. I like that he does like a. I don't know if it's a really like a hurricanrana, but what is that move? Because he.
I don't know. That's why I was saying some Rey Mysterio shit.
Yeah, because I like that he's able to. He throws him against the rope. He ends up like he's like, just put your blade on it. I'll take care of it. Right? And he does it. Fucking does that twist, throws him on the ground. I'm like, damn, I like that. And then he's kind of like a macho man, because I know that's his favorite with the whole Miss Elizabeth thing. And he's like always getting on the buckles to jump off. And I like how it was showing him try to jump on the rope to do a jump, and like he kept fucking up. But then the next scene when he's like actually wrestling, he fucking does it first try.
Yeah,
jumps out. I was like, damn, did he progress quite nicely?
No, like I said, it was definitely a good watch.
Yeah, it was actually really, really good. He's just a fucking weirdo. Like, he's just still like.
He's a weirdo.
When you're hanging dong like that, though, that wife's banging hot.
He is a fucking weirdo, but at least I didn't know he really had. I didn't ever think he was making fun of wrestling, especially with all the kinds of weird shit that wrestling fucking does. They're mad that he won a fucking title and like a fake storyline. Like, who gives a shit?
Well, and he was saying like he didn't want to. Like, they did it to him. Like, they pretty much put him in that position. And I think it was, I don't know if it was DDP or not. He's like, if you were put in that position, who's gonna say like no? Like, nobody. And you got Eric Bischoff like trying to push you. I do remember that though. Do you remember like on Nitro or Thunder when that happened?
I kind of remember seeing it. Yeah.
That's when DC was just going downhill. You know, but
I wonder if people look back on that movie as like a good movie. Like, if you're a fan of wrestling, do you like that movie? Like, if you're one of those fucking diehard like, I follow every wrestling podcast. You know, those fucking people that are mad about it. Do you like that movie?
I think so. I like that Booker T gives him love at the end. Ric Flair came on and did a little bit and talked. So it's like, as long, because I mean, I guess it's all about the fans, but as long as some of the greats like at least acknowledge that you put in like the work.
I wonder if he asked about that, because at the beginning when he asked Ric Flair, he's like, "Would you call him a real wrestler?" And he's like, "Well, let's not go that far," or whatever.
Yeah. No. And he goes, "Did you give him your blessing?" He's like, "As a person, yes. As a wrestler, like, let's not go that far."
Yeah.
So,
I think by the end, like, he definitely, I mean, he put in the fucking legwork and then fucking did whatever.
Yeah, how many people can say they got stabbed in the neck?
I don't think he ever took it as like, oh, wrestling's a fucking joke. Like, I'm whatever. Like,
no, he's a super fan.
Yeah.
He wanted to, he got to live his dream, and then he got to go back. What sucked is his career tanked after that. Like, that whole, like, he was on the cover of, like, Vanity or GQ or something with, like, Leonardo DiCaprio and shit and Brad Pitt.
Oh, yeah. He looked handsome.
He looked clean.
And what's weird, too, is it's like, so someone could do that, but, like, and maybe that's just how much, like, fucking douchebag fans those people are. Because I didn't see anyone in the rap community, oh, well, the Macho Man's making a mockery of fucking rap. Fuck the Macho Man and blah, 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 blah. People are just like, oh, he made a rap album. Like, it just is what it fucking is.
Dude, Macho Man's beating ass if anybody comes swinging.
I just don't get who gets mad at, like, not saying wrestling's fake, but a fake storyline. It's not like any of those people really won a fucking title and stuff like that. You know what I mean? They didn't really fucking beat anybody.
Yeah, but it's about putting someone over and projecting their career, and the fact that you gave it to a Hollywood actor, and I think he only had it for like 2 weeks.
Well, yeah, I know that's the thing is if his reign was like for a year for some fucking reason, then sure, that's stupid. But if it's for a 2-week bit, especially when you have Floyd Mayweather come in and you're telling me fucking the Big Show's not going to fucking just grab him and handle him? He's going to sit there and just eat these fucking little punch with his boxing gloves on? Or they had like Snoop Dogg come on, and I forget who the fuck he
Trump was on there.
Or something. Yeah, Donald Trump.
Dennis Rodman. Remember when he came in with NWO?
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like you're going to have all this other shit, and that's the thing that you're going to nitpick, though, and say that was the lowest point in wrestling history?
Yeah, I kind of want to go back and rewatch like that storyline. I want to watch when he jumped in.